Great, thanks everybody. Thank you yourself by name and the media that you're with, and we'll start here. Thanks very much.
Thank you. My name is Tara Sloan. I am with Sun TV.
Hi.
Hi. And I wanted you to know that your marketing works on me.
Your marketing works on me.
Your marketing works on me. I know. So, take a picture now.
You know, the most successful onesie we've ever done is rock and roll all night over here, and on the back flap it said, and potty every day.
I'll be sure to pick up that one.
Yeah. Do you have kids of your own?
I'm on my way to my ultrasound right now.
Not mine.
Not, well, no. We could work on that. So my question actually, later. My question actually is about balance.
Balance?
Balance. You're a tremendously busy, powerful man.
Right.
Yet, you know, by all accounts and what we see on television, you have a pretty stable family life.
Right.
How do you attain such power yet have
Well, for the
balance at
men,
home?
for men, never get married.
Okay.
I'm deadly serious. For women, get married as often as you can, as fast as you can, get divorced as many times as you can. It'll be the single largest financial windfall you will ever make in your entire life. Because every time you divorce an asshole, you will take 50% of his gross pre-tax dollars. What's good for the gander is not good for the goose.
And what if this goose wants to be a powerful businesswoman, a musician, a woman?
Yeah, but the law of the land says when you divorce him, and statistics say you will, you'll be able to walk out with half of everything he's got. Plus one of his 2 dilated balls, which gets ripped out, entrails and all.
Okay.
That's the law of the land. I didn't invent it. So that's why it's not good for men. It's the best thing God ever created for women.
All right, thank you very much.
But we all know that.
Thank you. Just here, Gina.
Where?
Right here. Hi,
Okay.
I'm Natalie Scott, Entertainment Tonight Canada. Just wondered if you could tell me about Belinda's drawings involvement, how closely are we working?
Well, the deal happened with Randy Lennox. Randy Lennox is head of Universal Music Canada. And he and I started talking about resurrecting the Simmons Records label here. Coincidentally, Belinda was involved in another deal at Universal, and it was Randy who thought that it might, you know, this troika might work. And it has. And as you know, Belinda's a big supporter of Canada and industry, entrepreneurship, and it's a terrific combination. And even Tyson is over here, you know, he got up earlier than I did this morning to do morning television.
Thanks, Gina. Just here, Karen.
Karen Bliss, I write for RollingStone.com,
Stand up.
Standard.com, and
Come
a
on,
few
if
others.
they want to see you, stand up.
If you sit down,
Oh, I'll sit down. Go ahead, stand up.
I'll stand up.
That's yours.
It is mine.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know some more details about the Kiss album. You mentioned that you were in the studio, who's producing it, what are some song titles, when can we expect it?
Paul Stanley's producing. I don't have enough time to tie my shoelaces, and there's nobody else I trust more than Paul. And there's nothing to prove to anybody. We're not interested in musical trends or anything else. We're too long in the tooth for that. So it's going to be a sort of a classic 70s rock and roll over vibe. Meat and potatoes. You know, sometimes you just want to go out and have meat and potatoes and forget the French dressing.
Songs written?
Songs all written. Titles like Rotten to the Core, you know, the obvious things. No secret to life, no political messaging, nothing like that.
Thank you, Gene. Just here, Jane.
Hi, Jane Stevenson with the Toronto Sun. How are you?
Wonderful.
When you were here last November, you were talking about signing down with Webster. What happened with that particular band?
We love Webster very much, and we're going to go see them tomorrow night and have dinner with them tomorrow night. And, you know, I'm a kind of a weird duck. I don't do secrets very well. Sometimes it's more politically advantageous to play hard to get. If I'm crazy about you, I immediately wear my heart on my sleeve and tell you, I am nuts about this band. So many times you see new diamonds in the rough, and you can say, well, they'll be good in 2 years. We'll just have to get rid of the drummer because he's not good, and the tambourine player, and get a new guy because this band is just got it, whatever that charismatic thing is. And I'm nuts about that. Now, by the way, that undermines our negotiation. Let the lawyers figure that out.
So just to be clear, you have yet to sign any one of these 3 bands you're looking for?
I'm not at liberty at this point.
And what can you tell us about this TV show idea with Munch?
Well, the idea is very simple. Brad Schwartz, who you guys may know, we were sitting around having dinner when we introduced the Simmons Records Universal Music venture, and I sat next to him and I said, look, you're in pop culture, we're in pop culture, why not do ethnocentric, in other words, Canadian talent? Let's follow these bands, the new bands that we're signing, and see how their lives develop, how they dump their girlfriends and run off with the other girl, and what that does to them. You know, all the stuff that makes girls want to hang themselves when a guy enters a successful band, because that's what happened. But we are talking to him about that.
Gene, we're here. Thanks.
Oh, hi, Gene Simmons. This is Max Brand of the Max Brand Report, which I do on the internet, on Yahoo. And my dear, I want to ask you about Canadian bands. Like, Canadian bands have been very successful over the years, and is it the time now for them to get them nationally known?
There's never a wrong time and there's never a right time. There just isn't. You know, movies have learned that over the years. The action movies in the summer, you know, it's not true. Then they release the action and special effects movies in the winter. I'll be right there. First, I'll ask you for your autograph, because you have that certain je ne sais quoi. I do not know how you say this in your language. There is no right time. There is no wrong time. It's always the right time when you've got the goddamn goods. When you've got the goods, summer, spring, or fall, it's the right time. And never, never get involved with an act before it's time. Never pick fruit when it's too early or too late. It'll either be too sour or rotten.
Well, thanks for just giving you my album.
Of course.
Thanks, Gene. We're here.
I promised.
We're here, Gene.
And we have to look at her.
It's ladies first, though, isn't it?
We'll come right to you next.
Okay.
Yeah.
Men first.
I just work here.
Gene, I got a question. Following up with Simmons Records, obviously just you're going to be doing the Canadian thing, signing 3 bands. Can we see out from the States? I'm from Buffalo, New York. I was Cressida from BackstageAccess.com. Are we going to do other countries besides Canada, or are you guys just primarily going to concentrate Canada and then maybe take it to like the U.S. or
Move
Europe?
here first. Okay?
I'm here all the time.
Enough Canadian bands moving to America. Toronto, Vancouver, Class A cities that compete with any city in the world. And I'm sick and tired of, I meet really talented people who have, they always say, so how do you like Toronto? You don't have to ask that question. It's as cooler than any other city. And there's no reason why it can't be right here. So, it's like, remember, London meant nothing at one point. Where does you two come from? Belfast? What the fuck's there? I mean that in the very nicest way for anybody that's from Belfast. So I'm just saying that you come from somewhere, and it's important to make that place happen. By the way, Liverpool could have continued. Look at all the bands that came out of that. My God, Jerry and the Pacemakers, just one right after the other. But they left. No. We're going to sign Canadian acts. We want you to live here, and we'll surround you with... That's good?
Yeah.
Rada is good? In Croatian?
No, in just Rugia.
Oh. And there's no reason why they should live here. None. I wasn't born in America. I live there. And so we have to get over this idea that, you want to be a Canadian band? Move here. I became an American band? I moved there. Good.
Hello, Senor Simmons. I'm in Paradises, representing for Gangsters Chronicles, Music Plus, in Montreal, another fabulous city in this country that not that many people have mentioned here today. Anyways, my question is, what excites you right now in business here in Canada? What is new? What's futuristic?
Opportunity. As an example, your banking system wasn't hit as hard as the rest of the world. And that's because, in some ways, people are more ethical, smarter, blah, blah, blah. There is as much musical talent here as in the States. Don't kid yourself. And unless you're careful, and unless you provide them, I said this before, with the industry and the love and the pop culture of it, they will move across the border. It's not far. And I said it before, Americans can seduce the devil. They will tell you, it's like any girl talking, any guy talking to a girl. He will convince you at the end of that conversation you're the only one and there's nobody else.
Well, I'm back and forth between New York and Montreal, so they seduced me.
Oh, I can do
There
that.
you go.
Thanks.